Welcome back, everyone! Today, we have an absolute masterpiece of a chess puzzle from an online blitz game between players Aronian 1111 and Berserk Meeples. This position perfectly illustrates the golden rule of chess tactics. When you are staring down the barrel of a checkmate, you have to find forcing moves. Let us take a look at the position. We are playing as black, and right now the alarms are blaring. White's queen on c4 and knight on e5 are completely terrorizing our kingside, forming a deadly battery aimed straight at our f7 pawn. If we give our opponent even one single free turn, it is lights out. They would capture that pawn with the queen, forcing our king to the corner, and then the knight delivers a crushing smothered checkmate on g6. When you face an unstoppable checkmate threat, your only hope is to look for checks. The move that immediately jumps out is highly intuitive. We bring the rook to d1, checking the king and attacking the weak back rank. What could be more natural? White is forced to block the check with their bishop, dropping it back to f1. Now, if you get tunnel vision and try to follow up your attack, bringing the queen to e1 to threaten a checkmate on the f1 square, you are in for a nasty shock. You just gave white a free turn because moving the queen here is not a check. And white simply says, "Thank you very much," and executes their deadly threat. The queen crashes into f7 with check. Our king is forced into the corner on h8, and the knight jumps to g6 for a beautiful checkmate. Tragic. We were one move too slow. This tragic variation teaches us that we absolutely cannot afford to play a move that is not a check. We must rewind. If the rook check is the wrong first move, what else is there? It looks completely insane, but we must play a staggering sacrifice. The queen dives straight to e1, checking the king. A jaw-dropping move right off the bat. The king cannot capture the queen because it is stuck behind its own pawns and bishop. But wait, you might ask, cannot the white queen simply slide all the way back to f1 to block the check? Let us look at that long diagonal. It looks perfectly lined up. But look closely. The e2 square is occupied by white's own pawn. The very pawn that is supposed to protect the king is now blocking the queen from saving the game. Tragic irony at its finest. So the only legal move in the entire position is to drop the bishop back. The bishop retreats to f1. Now what do? We still cannot stop checking. We must play the shocking continuation. Oh my goodness! The absolute destruction of the only defender. The queen captures the bishop, sacrificing herself. White has no choice. The king must accept the sacrifice. The king captures the queen on f1. And now, with the bishop gone and the king drawn out, the rook swings in for the kill. The rook lands on d1, delivering checkmate. But wait a second. Let us look at this final checkmate position closely. The king is on f1. Our rook on d1 covers the whole first rank. White's own pawns trap the king on e2 and f2. But what about the g2 escape square? Why cannot the king just step up to g2? I want you to look all the way across the board. Look at our bishop on b7. The silent assassin. It has been staring down this long diagonal the entire game. When white's bishop dropped back from g2 to f1 on move 2, it unblocked our sniper, permanently sealing the king's fate. Pure geometric perfection. What a breathtaking combination. 3 pieces coordinating beautifully to exploit white's weak back rank. This puzzle is a masterpiece of chess geometry and a beautiful reminder that every single tempo matters. Always look for those forcing checks. Thank you so much for reading, and I will see you in the next analysis.